Hello everyone, welcome back to another review, and today I'm doing the first review on a non-train related thing, a anthropomorphic vehicle thing, and this is essentially the Lego set up for you here. 77002. It's a new Lego Sonic the Hedgehog set. Those are the instructions. And it's basically this big set here, and I'll be reviewing it here. And it comes with two characters, that being Metal Sonic and Tails. So we're going to get into this here. Excuse me. So we'll take a look at the vehicle, we're going to take a look at the characters first. So bear with me here. Alright everyone, we're back, and I made a little bit of a stand here too. So here we have Lego Sonic, or Metal Sonic, and this is basically the villain of the set, and it's basically just the robot version of Sonic. And to be honest, I feel like this is the weakest part of the set for me, because I kind of feel like they could have done a lot more here in terms of making his design a little bit more slimmer, because for nearly every Lego character, if I bring in one of these characters, if I bring in another character here, as you can see, this character here, she has, excluding her hair, her body shape and design is pretty much the same in terms of the same arm shape and body shape. It's pretty much the same, and so that's a bit of a letdown, because to be honest, they could have done a lot more here in terms of making his body skinny, mainly just because robotics, or this Sonic here is pretty much a Metal Sonic, basically, and so you would have thought that they would have made his body a little bit better, a bit of a different, shape. And while this is kind of a little expected, mainly because his body is just a standard Lego design, instead of it being more of a regular, but to be honest, it could have been worse, and it is. But I do want to bring up, just want to pull this up here a little bit closer. They did not paint any red on the inside of his you see that black circle? They didn't paint that red. Mainly, I don't know why, because whenever Metal Sonic is running around or whatever, or on fire, he basically has red in the middle of that circle right there. And when you push that red, he turns off. So that, I don't know why his eyes are open, but I mean, I don't know. I don't care. If I move this up a little bit here, we can see we got some good leg printing on the legs there in terms of the metal design. Good foot printing for the shoes. And then same on the arms here. We got very good robotic arm detail there with the chrome, silver, and then if I zoom in on this bolt here, yeah, there's really good detailing there. Over to the side, it's pretty much the same in a way. You got the bolt there, and you got the chrome silver. It's very appealing, and it looks very good. And of course, you got the standard Lego hands, which look fairly good on him. And yeah, and then the thing about this is his head, and of course, if I do turn the, his head can turn all the way around, and it's very posable. You can always look at you like that. He's spying. The thing about the head is, if I turn around here, looking back at the back detailing here, again, I don't think the back detailing is bad or anything, although, again, it could have been better. I feel like this should have been on the front, but I get it. It's kind of the Lego, it's kind of Metal Sonic's design, so who am I to really judge, because the set is made for children. And, of course, we got a stud back there, and if you're wondering what that stud is for, let me get something out here real quick. This should work. If I take something like this here, I can just basically pop that on there and it sticks. And this also goes into the play feature as well, because if I pop his head off here, decapitate him, I can actually do this. Now it looks like Lego's Metal Sonic is flying. And if I stand like that, it kind of looks a little weird just because his head. And if I kind of put him down like, and I can even do this, kind of. Okay, like that, I guess. Okay, that works, I guess. Just because, well, yeah. But most of the time, I think a lot of people are probably going to have him like this, where he's able to basically be, like that. And so this works out very well for us. And so we're going to move on now to Tails. Okay, everyone, we're back, and here we have, so I was able to raise the thing up a little bit more there, as you can see, and bring it a bit closer. We can see this is the Tails that comes with the set, and this is a bit more of an angry Tails, or a determined one, like he's wanting to build up his mech, and also essentially wanting to, defeat Metal Sonic. He's mad about it. There was already a Tails set released in 2023 to coincide for Sonic the Hedgehog's 30th anniversary, but the point is, this is pretty much the exact same version of Tails, from that set. The only difference is it has a different face. Besides that, it's all the same. And if you don't believe me, let me bring in this Tails here, and it's pretty much night and day. This is more of a happier Tails. This one here is a bit more of an angrier one. And we're gonna go. I'm not really gonna show you this one here because it's we already looked at this detail here. So I'm just gonna put it off to the side. We are gonna look at the detailing around his body here. So he's holding a wrench and a crowbar because he's building his massive mech back here, whatever you want to call it, machine. It's very big, and as you can tell, there's a lot. He uses those. If we remove those for a second here, we can see that Tails has some great fox printing on him in terms of his, you got his fur there on his chest and gut there. It's got the white gloves, of course, which are represented by the white glove hands, of course, which makes him, it's good. We got the standard white printing on his legs there, and he actually uses pull this off. He uses the mid-sized legs there because if I bring back Metal Sonic for a second here, I'm just gonna pull this aside. If I bring back his legs, you can tell that these legs are these are a little bit more Metal Sonic's legs are taller than Tails is, and Tails is a little bit more short. So that works out. Usually these are used for characters like kid characters most of the time, except for exceptions like the Penguin, for example, or someone who's very short. This is fine, and obviously it comes with his tails. And here's a bit more of a closer look at that. Just got two of these little things here to go into his legs, and then you got Tails himself. Plop him back on. Moving on to the side, it's pretty much just yellow detailing on the entire body here, mainly just because Tails is a yellow fox, and he's cute and adorable. That's what those are his fluffy fox tails. That's what it looks like in the light. I'm just going to put that back there. So you can kind of see his tails there are very, kind of angled and articulated in a certain way. They're actually made of a rubber. They're not soft. It's actually a very rubbery, dense material, and that kind of just works out for Tails' favor. And that's pretty much the entire thing for Tails. Besides the new head, it's basically the exact same. And so we're going to take this off here, and we're actually going to go take a look at the big mech. So we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back here. As you can see, this is basically the big mech here. This is basically the whole set here. You got your Tails and you got Metal Sonic here. I'm actually going to take Sonic out for a second here because I do want to kind of talk about Tails in the cockpit area, mainly because there's a lot in here to kind of dissect. So I'm just going to move this a little bit forward here. We're going to do it like that. As you can see, if I take, move this back, Tails kind of sits in there on the studs. There's plenty of room for him and his tails. He has a steering wheel in there that kind of helps control it. If I take him out, that's what the inside looks like. I wish that this would have been flipped around and pushed forward because this is a bit of a smaller, tight squeeze to just get him in there, but he does fit in there and it works, and he's got all that. And if I take this out, you can actually kind of see that up. You can see where the tools are. You got your crowbar here, and you got your wrench here, and both of them are in this little, I can actually take this part off here. Yep, but they're in here. They're held on these studs on these clips here, and they just clip in onto those studs right there, and so that works out very well. And again, this thing is very, there's a lot of parts in here that are very detailed, and there's a lot of things about it that's really good. You obviously got this thing. It's basically on a ball joint. It's pretty much a spinning bobbing. It's pretty much a gun basically that has the green emerald, whatever you call it, in there. And you can actually shoot studs out of here from here. Although those studs are somewhere else. I just got this set a while back. Oh, and there goes the wrench. It went flying. Oh boy. Man, this thing's all falling apart. Yeah, I think I have to reconstruct this at some point. I did a terrible job. Man, things are falling all the time. Good grief. Okay, deep breaths. But yeah, so we're just going to do that. This is a very, this thing can balance. As you can see, I don't have to touch it to really keep it steady because it's pretty much on I'm just going to put it down here. These legs are really good, and the feet, I have it in this position here. You can just kind of, if you really want, these are on a ball, these things are on ball joints here, and you can, pose them and move them around you want. This is a giant hip piece right here, and you can move it around. So is this one, it's all in this ball joint, and so it all kind of, it's very rigid, this one, but this is a little bit more of a flowing, so is this one. It all kind of flows together, and again, like I said, I had mine on a, kind of stand like this. This is how it's able to balance in a way, because this is a very unstable build in a way. Tails is, there we go, it's coming out. But yeah, there's a lot going on down here, and you can see that this is a very, there's a lot in things in here that are the feet are very, flat. This does have a car mode to it, but because I don't think I assembled this properly, I don't really know how to really do that without breaking things, so I'm just gonna move this back to original position, and we can show you the more detailed side. Underneath here, as you can see, we have this exhaust area here for a hole that kind of shoots things out like a rocket-powered thing, and it works very well there. Also on the back, again, more exhaust here that just sits under the tools here. Works out very well. And so, yeah, and to be honest, it really isn't that much. There's not really a whole lot here to kind of get upset about, other than it's just, oh, man. Okay, I gotta rebuild this thing some way. This thing is just falling to pieces. But yeah, this is, I don't know the name of this other than it being Tails' big robot, like, mech machine here. So yeah, and as you can obviously tell, there's, a gun on the front here that kind of shoot things at you. Pew, pew, pew. You have the option to kind of, it has range here. It can kind of go all over here, because it's, this here is a very, has a lot of, it's ratcheted, so this can shoot all the way up. It can go all the way back like that. It can also go all the way front, but it can't go down. If I kind of move this up, you can see the front there. You got a grill, a circle grill there, and this these are the pieces. They use these, whatever you want to call these pieces. I don't know what they're called, to be honest. I'm not a big Lego expert, but yeah. And I move that back. You can obviously see the front there. You got Tails' windscreen there in case he gets shot at there. You got your wings on the side, and then you got your Tails' logo on the side there. Very cute. And actually, these are printed, though. These are not a sticker, because if I do this here, or if I do this ain't gonna come off. It's printed on there, which is good because I really don't like it. There's almost no stickers in this set, which is a saving grace, so that's pretty amazing. And I can always take the Metal Sonic here, and he pretty much can just go right there, standing on the stud there, just because he's that's how it works. But yeah, to be honest, this is a really good set here. We're gonna wrap this up so I can rank it. So yeah, if I were to rank it, I'd maybe give this about between a 7.5 and a 9 out of 10, something like that. 7.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, just because, well, I kind of feel like this here is a very, there's a lot here that's good and bad, but there's more good and bad here, and I feel like there's a lot here that's really kind of grasp onto and like, and so I don't think it's terrible. I think there's good things about this set, and there are very few bad things. There's a lot of things to like in here. The only really improvement is Metal Sonic's thin body. I don't think his body translates well to Lego. So yeah, this set, I don't know how much it costs. My mom got it, but it's here's the set for you if you want to take a look at it. It's pretty much this here, and all you really have to do is just go through the instructions, and that's about it. And again, this is a really good set. So to be honest, I don't really think there's anything that wrong with this set, other than it's just a good set that is, fun. And if you want it for your collection, then that's fine. So, all right, well, this wraps up the first Lego review of 2025. I'm going to keep doing these regular reviews. I kind of feel a bit more professional, a bit more of a maturing thing, because I feel like there's a lot here to like. So, yeah, and to be honest, there isn't really a whole bunch, there's not really much dislike in this set here, so that's good. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and roll the outro. Thanks for watching!